everyone. Welcome to A Course in Miracles in Sound. I have been given the nudge to move back to the lessons. So today we are on lesson number 13. A meaningless world engenders fear. I invite you to find yourself a quiet place in which you can not be disturbed, as always, where you can close your eyes and listen to the vibrations and the frequencies of these bowls as we talk a little bit about this lesson. Try not to judge the lesson. It may stir up some ideas in your mind that say, this is not right, this can't be. Or it may say, wow, this is interesting. Whatever kind of reaction you might have, just notice it. Don't worry about it. Just send that reaction over here to the sounds of the bowls and my voice. A meaningless world engenders fear. We've been looking a lot at how our thoughts create our experience. And we have basically two thoughts in reality. One is fear, and one is love. The Course says there are only two emotions, fear and love. What makes them different? It looks as if they're opposites. But remember, love is all-encompassing. And what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. So if love, all-encompassing, has no opposite, then what is fear? Fear is a thought. Fear is the ego, dear ones. And what is the ego? It is a dream. In some religions, they call this the Adam dream. That Adam is dreaming. Man, Adam equated with man, generic man, mankind, is dreaming. That we chose to be separated from God. But in reality, we can't really be separated from all that is. He made us like himself. Love. Remember, you are made of love, by love, for love, and to express love. So the ego is simply that part of our mind that thinks it's separated from God. And because it thinks it's separated from God, it thinks that God is angry with it. Why did it want to separate? Why do you think we wanted to separate from God? Well, like any teenager, we wanted to be autonomous. We wanted to be in charge, to be left to our own devices. Well, since that's not totally possible because we are one with God, we chose to go to sleep. And there is that small part of our mind, very small part, that thinks it is the Creator. Crazy as that may seem to us when we hear it that way, it is the way it is. There's another part of this lesson that states, a meaningless world engenders fear because I think I am in competition with God. just like a teenager wants to be in charge and fights their parents so that they can have their own way of doing things, even if it's harmful to them. We do the same thing because we are asleep. We are dreaming. And what happens to us in a dream is not real. God knows that no harm can come to us. But we must begin to see the cause and effect that happens between our thoughts and our experiences. This lesson will move us in that direction. As you begin to experience fear because you're looking at a meaningless world and you explore these ideas, know that the fear cannot be real because God could never engender fear. Love and fear cannot coexist because only one is real. Now sit back for a moment and just absorb the sounds and let these ideas permeate your consciousness. I would invite you now to bring your thoughts and your attention back to your breathing. Gently breathe in and out. Relax. Come back into your body. Might wiggle your fingers or your toes or your wrists. Might even stretch. I like to rub my palms together and touch my face. It helps to bring me back into my present state. We want you grounded when you stand up. Don't want you getting dizzy or out of balance. When you go back out into the world today and you start to look at something that you don't understand, you might just bring this thought to your mind. I'm seeing a meaningless world. I don't know what any of this actually means. I think I do sometimes, but there are so many things I would need to know to truly understand it. And it tends to want to engender fear in me. I'm aware of that, my heart racing or my tension in my body. There's a lot in the world that can trigger those responses. But realize that God did not create fear. And God is everything. God is all-encompassing, omniscient, omnipresent, all-knowing, omniscient. And see if that calms you down a bit. And we'll move into the next lesson tomorrow. Thank you for joining me in A Course in Miracles in Sound. Bye now.